the Department of Homeland Security has issued a notice to over 500 sanctuary jurisdictions across the United States, indicating that the Trump administration considers them as hindering immigration enforcement. This move is part of an effort to apply pressure on communities perceived to be obstructing President Donald Trump's agenda for mass deportations. On Thursday, the department released a list of these jurisdictions and announced that each one would receive formal notification of their non-compliance status. The list, which was made available on the department's website, also indicates whether these jurisdictions are believed to be violating any federal criminal statutes. Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, stated in a news release that these sanctuary city politicians are endangering Americans and our law enforcement in order to protect violent, criminal, illegal aliens. The Trump administration has consistently targeted communities, states, and jurisdictions that it believes are not sufficiently assisting immigration and customs enforcement in fulfilling President Trump's campaign promises to deport millions of individuals residing illegally in the country. The list was compiled based on several factors, including whether the cities or localities identified themselves as sanctuary jurisdictions, their level of compliance with federal immigration enforcement, any restrictions they have on sharing information with immigration authorities, and any legal protections they offer to individuals residing illegally in the country. An executive order signed by President Trump on April 28 mandates the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Attorney General to publish a list of states and local jurisdictions deemed to be obstructing federal immigration laws. This list is to be updated regularly. Federal departments and agencies, in collaboration with the Office of Management and Budget, are tasked with identifying federal grants or contracts with these states or local jurisdictions labeled as sanctuary jurisdictions and suspending or terminating the funding according to the executive order. If these sanctuary jurisdictions are notified and continue to defy the administration's directives, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security are authorized to pursue any legal remedies and enforcement measures deemed necessary to ensure compliance. There is no precise legal definition of what constitutes a sanctuary jurisdiction. The term is often used to describe law enforcement agencies, states, or communities that do not cooperate with immigration enforcement. While Immigration and Customs Enforcement enforces immigration laws nationwide, the agency frequently seeks assistance from state and local authorities to alert federal officials about immigrants wanted for deportation and to detain such individuals until federal officers can take custody. One method by which the administration seeks state and local support is through 287G, agreements with local law enforcement agencies. These agreements allow local law enforcement agencies to assume certain immigration enforcement duties, significantly expanding immigration and customs enforcement's capabilities. The number of these agreements has surged in recent months under the Trump administration. Communities that choose not to cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement often argue that doing so makes immigrants feel safer, coming forward as witnesses or victims of crime. They also contend that immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility, and they must allocate their limited resources to fighting crime. The Trump administration has already implemented several measures targeting states and communities that do not cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement, facing pushback in the courts. One executive order directs the Attorney General and Homeland Security Secretary to withhold federal funds from sanctuary jurisdictions. Another instructs federal agencies to ensure that payments to state and local governments do not support so-called sanctuary policies that aim to shield illegal aliens from deportation.